Hey folks, Steve here. How you doing? Hey, it's a nice day here. Clouding up a little bit, but man, the sun has been just absolutely beautiful. And I just cut the yard so you get that cut grass smell. Oh man, life is good. Quick tool review here on my pop-up. It's a Craftsman pop-up I got from Amazon. It cost about $100, and I will say that I like the idea of the pop-up. I've had one of these before. I used it for exactly 2 hours before the wind caught it, picked it up, flipped it over my trailer, bent it all to everything. 2 hours. But I liked it, so I got another one. And Craftsman. Good name, right? Craftsman. So, as far as an update on this, you want to keep the sun off, this is a beautiful pop-up for it. It's very lightweight, as all pop-ups are that I'm aware of. So I bought, and I'll show you this here in a little bit, I bought bags that have 4 Velcro straps that'll Velcro to the legs themselves, and you can fill the bags with whatever you choose that's heavy. For me, I bought two like 70-pound things of tube sand. What each bag weighs, I'm not quite sure, but I'd say 20 pounds tops. So at least I've added 80 pounds of anchor to this thing to hold it down. I did buy some military-grade tent stakes. I remember these tent stakes from setting up GP larges and GP mediums back in my day. And I bought some 550 cord because I'm all out of everything that I ever had from the military. I just have no more of it. So I bought some 550 cord, so I can at some point stake this down as well, but I'm on concrete, so I can't do that. All right, so that's what it is, 10 by 10. I did also buy walls that will Velcro to the legs and Velcro into the corners, and they also, if you buy more than one, they'll zip together in the corners because there's a zip on every corner. So I bought 2 of these way back in the day, never used them, 2 hours, remember? And so I had these things, and so I figured, well, I better buy a pop-up that matches. So I bought another one of these, so it matched the walls. Ass backwards, I know. So with that being said, though, you know, I like the wall. It's my weather comes in from this direction, and I had this up because of rain, and so that really did help. It did help. So what I will say, though, is this pop-up tent, I found at least 3 or 4 leaks that were leaking right on my workbench. That's my Polk workbench right down there. And I had drips from practically the center and then on kind of catty corner. And I believe it was basically where the seams are. And it was at least associated in 2 of the 3 drips that I found, where they had actually went back and sewed on the Velcro retainer straps that you then attach to the stanchions. Well, you know, I bought this. I don't know as I would set this up for sun unless it's like really intense on a very hot day. I will do that. But otherwise, I'm okay working in the sun, in the sunlight. I bought this really to keep some raindrops off, and it's putting raindrops right in the middle of my workbench, and that's a no-no. What I'm going to do, though, is from ages back, I have some spray, some like Scotch Guard spray for tents, so I can weatherproof I think, waterproof this tent basically by hitting it with both cans for as much as I can do and see if I can't get some of those seams to seal up enough. I just don't want to be able to work under this and have drips coming onto finished material. So, would I buy this again? No. I like it, but I would not buy this again if it's going to leak. Beyond that, what I'd say is this 10 by 10, what I can say is, even though 10 by 10, love it, second one I've had, third one I've had actually, I lost the first one to snow load working in the winter, lost the first, lost that one to wind, and then I have this one. But I ideally would like a 10 by 20. Because when I get setting up with workflow, if I have to work in inclement weather more than one day, I would prefer to take the time to set up a 10 by 20 pop-up and then have room, miter box, the table saw which actually hangs off of my bench on the rail system, and whatever else I need, maybe a makeshift table of some other sort, sawhorses, whatever. I'd prefer that 10 by 20, and I've seen them set up, and it looks like enough space. And it looks like something that would not be so awkward and hard to set up that I couldn't do it by myself. I do have one in my Amazon cart right now for about $300, and it is a 10 by 20, and it's like, I think, bright, like royal blue, like blue. But it's not black, and in the summer, black, heat, nah. And it's not white, where every time you set it up, it looks like you're hosting a wedding. So I think the blue, I think the blue would do it. Maybe I'll stencil on something like cobalt. Cobalt. So that's the tool review. Craftsman 10 by 10 pop-up, purchased on Amazon, about $100. I wouldn't buy it again. it leaks. Maybe they all don't, maybe mine does. I'm going to Scotch guard it. I'll tell you about that some other time in maybe a short, if the Scotch guard worked. But otherwise, I'm happy to have it, but I will never buy this one again. All right, y'all take care. Have a good one. Hey, if you like these kind of videos, if you would please like, and also if you would please subscribe, and just let me know a comment down there. Hey, Spence, and I answer almost everything I can. All right, well, thank you very much for hanging with me, and I appreciate you checking out these videos. I want you to all take care and have a great one, because I'm having a great one. Well, not because. Whether I have a great one or not, you should have a great one. So let's all have a great one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Hey folks, Steve here. I'm getting ready for some weather tomorrow. I'm working outside because it's the only option I have at my house. My workshop is the biggest workshop we have on the earth, and that is the earth. And so I'm out in the open air almost all the time. I can't work in my basement. Nice basement, but I can't make dust. There's just too much down there. Can't make dust. My shed is jam-packed, so tight, like Fibber McGee's closet, if you know what that means. Let me know if you actually know what that means in the comments, okay? That'd be a good one right there. That's a nice conversation. So anyway, I have this pop-up tent, 10 by 10 pop-up. I really want a 10 by 20 pop-up. I've got my eye on it, and there's one in my cart. It's blue, as opposed to black, too hot, white. Looks like I'm hosting a wedding. So I figured blue, but I have this 10 by 10, and it's red on the outside, and it's Craftsman. It says Craftsman on it. So tools, yeah, all right? Good American tools. Or American company that makes tools somewhere else. I don't know what they do. And with this pop-up, I have, you probably can't read that, but I have these walls, 10 by whatever walls. So I have walls, actually. I don't know how they go on. I have never opened these before, because I bought these at the time when I bought my very first pop-up, not quite a year ago. And I used it once. It was out. I set it up. It was out 2 hours because I had light rain going, and I had to have my bench out and tools and everything else. I forget what I was doing. Installing some cabinets or something like that, or trim. And big gust of wind, up, over, flipped over my trailer, and I had tied something down just to kind of hold it. Wasn't enough. Bent everything to smithereens, and I couldn't salvage it. So I just kind of crunched it all together. Very frustrated. Had to throw it in the back of my truck. And I still had to finish that job, so I had to kind of cover tools up. That was a pain in the butt. But anyway, I bought these at that time. Didn't need them at that time. And so now I still have them, and I got the same pop-up tent. So these should fit. So I just thought I would open these things up and actually get 2 walls on here in prep for tomorrow's rain. I don't know about gusts before I leave. I'm going to actually check to see if we have gusts, because I do have some 550 parachute cord from the Army. Thank you, Army. Go Army. And some literally Army tent stakes. I have a whole bunch of those. So anyway, let's see how this thing attaches. I think it's just Velcro. So, piece of Velcro and a buckle. So I'm assuming debating whether I should put the second one up or not. And where? Weather comes this direction almost all the time, out of the west. So, Well, it doesn't take that long, honestly, to assemble. So I think I'm going to leave this one right here, and then if I need to, it'll get assembled tomorrow. I only had a guitar in my hand, I'd feel a little bit like I was at a Sammy Hagar concert. Go Red Rocker. Standing Hampton. Favorite album. Love you and Van Halen too, by the way, for listening. I'm sure you are a subscriber. But if you're not, Sammy, like, subscribe. Red Rocker. Red Popo. Hey, thanks a lot, folks, for sticking in. And if you're not Sammy Hagar, if you like, please like and subscribe. Help me grow the subscriber base so I can perpetually send my goofball out into the world and have more people go, just how in the world is this guy this guy? Y'all take care. Have a wonderful time, because I am. It's now 9:30 at night now, and I'm having a great time. Take care. I can't drive 55. Sorry, I rediscovered that my light actually has a red function. I have no idea why, but now it makes perfect sense. Sammy Hagar probably works for DeWalt. Sammy Hagar probably owns DeWalt. All right, rock on, rock on.